Aqib's going to break down and give you a first glance at our week 2 lineups. But before we even do that, Aqib, we gotta pause real quick. Some week 1 picks for you went very well. Chris Carson, shout out to that. Mark Andrews, very well. But there was 2 other picks that didn't pan out. Can you give me your evaluation of what happened with Rob Gronkowski, Mark Ingram, and Michael Thomas?
Man. So, I didn't have a preseason to really evaluate these guys.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I just wanted to see what you saw on the field. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
I'm missing my preseason as well. So things change. Like, even if we're going to talk about some of the, A-plus matchups, some of the stuff was different because, I don't know how these guys going to play. And then week 1 come out, boom, it's something totally different. So, man, Gronk, he didn't really get involved in the offense too much. I think Tom spreaded the ball out crazy. He threw everybody 5 balls. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they didn't touch the red zone as much as I thought they would. The run game wasn't as good as I thought they would. I think the Saints just came out and played some ball. And Mark Ingram, man, I thought he was gonna get a bunch of carries as well, but they got the what's his name, Dobbins,
J.K. Dobbins from Ohio State.
J.K. Dobbins, they must love him because he came out, he got a bunch of carries. He was in the red zone. I thought all those red zone carries would be Mark Ingram's. But they end up being J.K. Dobbins. So that's another thing that happened in training camp that we didn't get a chance to see. So look out for J.K. Dobbins, man. The Ravens really like him in that red zone. And Mike Thomas, man, Carlton Davis the third for the Bucks. Hey, listen out for this guy name, man. He nice size guy, 6 feet. He looked like a taller, bigger corner. I haven't heard too much about him in the league, but yesterday he followed around Mike Thomas, and he was productive, man. He was aggressive. He was physical with him. He guarded a couple deep balls, man, and I like him. I seen him. I'm like, who is this guy? Googled him. I checked him out. Man, Carlton Davis III, man. Hey, you on my radar, baby. Trust me. I see you. And he did a hell of a job against Michael Thomas, and that's what happened to Michael Thomas. He had this guy on him, following him, and man, the guy plays sticky coverage all day.
Okay, so something to watch there. We'll see, because last year, anybody who played DFS, you attacked the Bucs secondary. So let's see how this guy continues to improve maybe next week, and we'll see what happens. And then Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins obviously took those goal line carries. We'll see what happens. It was a blowout, so who knows if Harbaugh was just basically, you don't need to put Mark Ingram out there if you expect to play late into the playoffs. We'll see what happens.
I think it was some early touchdowns, though, before the blowout. Dobbins was in there. He was in there in the red zone scoring touchdowns early in the game, Harrison. So we'll see.
Yeah, it should be interesting. All right, let's do this. Let's get some money for week 2. We're going to break down our DFS lineups, and we're going to do quarterback last. Let's do defense second to last, but let's fill out the real money makers here. Let's go with, you want to start with running backs or wide receivers? What you want to do?
Let's start with running backs, man. Let's get them out the
way.
I'm going Zeke. Zeke versus, we got the Falcons this week.
Yep.
Zeke versus the Falcons this week. Dallas always plays super good at home, so I like Zeke to go off.
And you're going away from Christian McCaffrey, which everybody did. People played Christian McCaffrey, but again, he costed money. So
he cost money this week. I mean, he an expensive guy, man. So you better hit if you get Christian McCaffrey, because that's a lot of your money this week. So
yes, sir.
Here we go.
Josh Jacobs provided the same value last week for $2,000 less.
Exactly, man. So you gotta know how to shop. Gotta know how to shop in this thing. So here we go. Let's go second running back, man. I'm going my dog, Malcolm Brown. I'm going Malk out in L.A. They love him, man. He was there with TG, and he been a favorite in that locker room, in that front office. He been a favorite since I was there, man. And now he's really getting wear that jacket, he didn't even start. Akers, the rookie, started, but I think he got the most carries, more in the red zone. Malk was the guy who they trusted, you know what I'm saying? So I like him to be the guy who they really trust. If he get it going early, he probably gonna get the most touches all game. So I'm gonna go Malk, man. I like him to be productive until I see otherwise.
Let me throw up 2 guys to you that people might be curious about too. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think if you could scroll up, I think he's gonna come in at least on not too expensive. And then, so Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and then another guy that people are going to mess around with is Jonathan Taylor, too, because Marlon Mack is going. And Jonathan Taylor's coming at I think he's pretty much at the same price range as Malcolm Brown. So if you had to do Jonathan Taylor or Malcolm Brown, who you going with?
I'm going Malcolm Brown, man. He had a hot hand last week, so, you got to ride that hot hand, baby.
Okay. Let's go over to. So right now, our first two running backs: Ezekiel Elliott taking on the Falcons and Malcolm Brown taking on the Eagles. What do you got at wide receiver at the top of the list? These two guys went off, Devontae Adams and Hopkins last week. Are you running back? Are you running it with them?
Yeah, we got to run it back with them. Let's spend some money. You see, you gotta strategically pick where you want to spend your money at. You know what I'm saying? So, I like these two guys. Number one receivers, man. They had the hot hand last week. I know they're gonna be super involved in the offense this week. And who Arizona got this week? They got Washington. Arizona got Washington. They secondary, it ain't nothing to brag about or nothing like that. But and then Green Bay got who they got? The Lions.
But no Darius Slay no longer in Detroit.
No Slay, and my young boy Jeff didn't play week 1, so I don't know. He got that hamstring, so I don't
Jeffrey
know.
Okudah.
Yes, I don't know if he's gonna be in there. I don't know if he's gonna be in there week 2 either. He got a little hamstring issue. Those things could linger, man. That's my little homie though, so I'm praying he get better soon, so we can see that show. He a hell of a player, but I don't think he'll go this week. And if he do go, man, Devontae Adams is a hell of a matchup. So I like Devontae to do his thing this week.
Maybe on the Friday show we could talk about Sean Wade from Ohio State too, who decided that he wasn't even going to play this year, even if the Big Ten decides to come back. I want to get your impact. I mean, your thoughts on guys, particularly in the Big Ten, potentially just opting out and getting ready for the draft. But let's stick to the mission at hand. Gotcha. We got Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins. Who's your third wide receiver?
Man, we gotta save some money now. Scroll down a little for me, Paul. See who we got.
I like Thielen. I like Thielen, but I understand.
You think Amari too expensive to get right now?
We'll figure it out.
I want to go Amari. Let's go Amari, man, because Amari, he goes nuts at home. They going against Atlanta. I know they got the rookie in their secondary. I don't know if they'll follow or anything like that, but Amari at home, man. Put your money on Amari Cooper at home, man. He love it in Dallas.
Okay, so now we got our wide receivers stacked: Adams, Hopkins, Cooper. So let's go at what we got for tight end. Now, usually some people like to pay up, go for the Kelce's, the Andrews, and some people like to play down. It's like there's a guy who's going to have a lot of unexpected receptions, or let's say an offense is losing out on a wide receiver. So all of a sudden, like for example, Dallas Goedert last week, because of the injuries in Philadelphia, he got a touchdown catch. Had a good day, and I had him on my bench. That hurts. But we got a bunch of options here. Who do you like?
Hey, keep scrolling down, Paul. What about Aiken from Houston?
Okay.
I mean, last year, Fells was their red zone tight end, right?
Yep.
This one of them situations where I watched the Houston game, and every red zone rep, Aiken was in there. He scored a touchdown as well, so he almost, he took over the red zone tight end role for the Texans, man. They got them little receivers. They got little chunk play guys, Fuller, Cooks. They got chunk play guys on the outside, so when they get to that red zone, they gonna lean on some of them bigger receivers like that tight end, and he's he's a route running type of tight end. You know what I'm saying? He's not a big block type of guy. He's he's one of those kind of tight ends. So I expect him to win some matchups in that red zone, man. So I'm gonna go Aiken, man. We're gonna save a couple dollars.
Hey, you saving a lot of money. Hey, you taking a risk though, because it is against those Ravens. But let me ask you this question: if you're trying to score through the air against the Ravens, do you want to go? You rather go to the outside or inside?
You want to throw Marcus Peters and Humphreys, or you want to, go against those young safeties? They got the young guy, 32, who's replacing Earl. I think he's a young guy out here, man. So I would throw at the safeties. I would throw inside at the linebackers and the safeties, man, and I play my hand like that.
Okay, so we're gonna roll with Akins. So now we got a flex. We got defense. So now we could spend a little. It feels like we got some money we got about 5,900 left average player. So we still gotta spend down if we want to get a decent quarterback. So Paul, can you scroll through what our options are? Flex, we gotta probably go down a little bit. Probably flex. At least 100. Yep.
We gotta get it like in them 5,000s, right?
Yep.
offense getting them 5,000s, then the 4,000s for the defense. We got to get up for their quarterback.
So let me run through some names. I'll run through some names that had an impressive week. Robbie Anderson had a big week. Mike Williams had a big week. Oh, hold on. We could still fit Jonathan Taylor.
Can we still get Jonathan Taylor in there? But I kind of like Mike, man. I like Mike against this Chiefs secondary. Let's go Mike Williams, man. Let's go Mike Williams against the Chiefs secondary. Tyrod Taylor, you're going to throw him a lot of deep balls, man. This guy's the 50-50 ball king right now in the league, in my opinion. Him and Sutton from the Broncos. But let's go Mike Williams, man. I just like his targets. I like how his targets looked last week. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be, that's his role. He the deep ball guy. So, man, anytime you got a deep ball guy, touchdowns is in the near future for him, especially with a guy like Mike Williams. So
and it's probably a shootout.
Probably gonna be a shootout, man. Hopefully it's a shootout. I'd love to see a shootout, Chiefs and the Chargers. But I don't know if it's gonna be a shootout. I like the Chargers defense, man. I like the Chargers defense. So they may be able to contain a little bit.
So let's do. What do you want to do? Quarterback here, or you want to do defense?
Man, let's go quarterback and see what we got left and go defense. So let's go quarterback right now. What we got left? How much we got left?
We got about
11.
Under $12,000 left.
Under 12.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
It is gonna be. We might
have to. How about this? I'm gonna press you on Jonathan Taylor. Can we drop Amari, get Mike Williams, and now save us some bread?
All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Quarterback, man, I damn near want to pick Dak at home, man. You go crazy at home.
See, here's the thing. If we pick Dak, right, and he's still gonna get Amari Cooper's production.
Okay, all right, yeah, let's do that then. Let's go Dak. Let's go Dak.
Finesse it.
Yeah, let's go Dak. Let's move Mike Williams to one of our wideouts.
There you go.
And let's go Jonathan Taylor at our flex.
Bet. So that leaves us with a bunch of change for defense.
All right, now let's get it. Defense.
So you got Ravens, Steelers, Rams, Chiefs. Ravens taking on the Texans, Steelers taking on Denver. Rams taking on the Eagles, Chiefs, Chargers, Titans taking on the Jaguars, Broncos taking on the Steelers. I don't know how you felt about Drew Lock on Monday Night Football, but
he was
that could be a nice little pick if you go with the Steelers.
Denver,
if you like them.
The Steelers got them. Yeah, let's go there. Let's go Steelers defense this week, man, against that young Broncos offense. Them boys babies, man. 2-3 years, they're gonna be the best team in the West, or one of them. But,
as long as they use their timeouts appropriately.
Everything about them was young. They timeout management. Everything was baby-like. Hey, man. But
all right, so Keith, tell them what they got. What is your first look DFS week 2? Tell them what they got.
Week 2, man, we got Dak at quarterback. We got Zeke at running back. Malcolm Brown at running back. Our 3 wideouts: Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Williams. Tight end, we're going Jordan Atkins. Our flex, we're going Jonathan Taylor. Defense, we're going Pittsburgh Steelers against
There we go.
Against the baby Broncos. Baby Broncos.
Let's do it. That's Aqib's A+ lineup. First look for week 2. We got about 2 minutes left. Let's talk about Thursday Night Football before we get up and out of here. Browns versus the Bengals. Bengals looked a little bit shaky offensively, obviously going against one of the top defenses, at least in the secondary. And then the Browns got absolutely mollywopped, and somehow their fans are still going to show up for Thursday Night Football. Who wins and why?
The Browns win. I expect them to come out a lot more confident against this opponent. I mean, it's hard to be confident against them Ravens, man. You know what they got going. So I expect them to come out and play with a lot more confidence, man. Short week, short turnaround. These kind of games, you barely can game plan. You just got to go out and play football. And I think Baker is better at that. Just going out, playing backyard football, man, giving these guys a chance. So I'm going to go with the Browns on Thursday.
Okay, Browns on Thursday. And who would you say out of both teams has maybe the biggest fantasy day? Is there a running back that goes off? Obviously, Nick Chubb didn't have a great day for the Browns, Maybe he has it against the Bengals.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
they're going to try
Odell
to get
has a
Chubb
day.
going early. I think they're going to try to get Chubb going early, man, just because he didn't really have a day. Kareem Hunt looked good as well. But I'm gonna go Chubb. I say Chubb win the fantasy day, man. They're gonna try to get him going early, man. And I think he'll be able to get going against Cincinnati.
So there we go. Nick Chubb, hopefully, maybe has a big day if you have him on your fantasy team. Kind of like some co-host that's doing this show. Nonetheless, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back on Friday with more Call to the Booth. Aqib, please let them know what they need to do.
This thing on, Harrison.
Yes, it is.
They need to subscribe, rate, and review, baby.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys. See you next time.